We're going to take you to the Caribbean island of Puerto Rico. The U.S. territory is in an economic crisis. The young people are leaving in the thousands, and the government is broke. But Washington, D.C. is not coming to the rescue as well. Nitza Soledad Perez explains how Puerto Rico got into this major mess.
When Puerto Rico missed a $58 million debt payment August 3rd, it hit the islanders hard. That's because the territory owed most of that money to its residents, who invested in their government's bonds. Many expected it. The real shock came in June. After 10 years of mounting debts and double-digit unemployment, the governor said Puerto Rico couldn't pay back a debt that had swelled to $73 billion.
Puerto Rico needs, and I propose today, a complete and comprehensive restructuring and development plan that is not short-term, but long-term, and is definitive for the immense problem that we face today.
Economists point to several reasons for Puerto Rico's default. Years of fiscal mismanagement, a failure to develop its tourism industry, and a debt-ridden power company. The Puerto Rico Electric Power Authority, PREPA, owes $9 billion, the biggest chunk of the island's debt. Unemployment and emigration spiked in 2006 when Congress phased out tax incentives for U.S. companies operating on the island. And after the default, the U.S. said the territory should not expect Washington to come to the rescue.
As I've said before, the administration does not envision a bailout for Puerto Rico. But where available federal assistance can be leveraged to assist the leaders of Puerto Rico in meeting some of their financial obligations, we stand ready to help.
When the U.S. city of Detroit couldn't pay its debts, it filed for bankruptcy protection from creditors. Puerto Rico can't do that, since it isn't a U.S. municipality. U.S. law makes no provision for a territory or a U.S. state to declare bankruptcy. With all this turmoil, Puerto Ricans are leaving at a rate last seen after World War II. Nearly 50,000 a year have been emigrating, and many of the migrants are young.
That's another major concern because, of course, Social Security systems, Medicare, retirement pensions all depend on the entrance of new, younger members of the labor force, and in fact, that's one of the areas that's been affected by the situation, as many of the migrants are also between the ages of 18 and 44.
And Florida is their top destination. The exodus from the island is part of what the governor calls a death spiral. With migration climbing and its birth rate falling, even if Puerto Rico wanted to pay down some of its debt with a tax hike, there are fewer and fewer islanders around to pay it. Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CCTV, Miami.